Here's the thought for today. It's August 12th, and if today is your birthday, you share your birthday with twin brothers, Norris and Ross McWhirter. Now, they would have been 99 years old today. And 70 years ago, the two brothers were introduced to the director of Guinness Breweries. And he was so amazed at their knowledge of records and facts that he commissioned them to put together a book, which became the Guinness Book of World Records. And probably about a little over 20 years ago, I had the opportunity to participate in this sales seminar, and the person doing the presentation on it, he was probably in his 70s, so maybe even similar in age to the McWhirter brothers. But the biggest takeaway that I had from his presentation was that he said for you to be able to distinguish yourself and stand out, he said you've got to be number one at something, whether it's you or your company. And he said that everybody can be number one at something. So think about it. You or your company, maybe right now you are number one at something. And your biggest task is going to be, how do you keep working at it and improving at it so that you stay number one? And even when you are number one at something, might not be a bad idea to think about what are other things that you could be number one at. Nothing wrong with having more than one. And especially just like the Guinness Book of World Records would come out every year. Just because you're number one at something now doesn't mean that next year when the book comes out that you're going to be number one for that edition. So think about that. But challenge yourself for the rest of this year. Think about what is something that you or your company could be number one at. And then when you get there, go out and claim it. You can say that we're the number one provider of these products and services. And when you're able to claim that you're number one at something, when you're telling someone about that, there's always a little bit more curiosity of, if they're number one, I got to hear more about that. And I'll give you another opportunity of turning into something that's number one. If you haven't checked it out yet, check out the number one daily live coaching podcast. It's called The Noodleberg Huddle, and you can check it out on LinkedIn or YouTube. That you can watch the recorded versions, and you can also see it live at 7:58 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you check it out live, maybe you might even see me there at the huddle. So check out the huddle, and also think about what you or your company is going to be number one at in 2024 and beyond. Now go make something happen.